nonfiction book called Professions That Save the Planet. Our table of contents shows us what we're going to be reading on each page. On page 1, introduction. 2, food scientists. 3, meteorologists. 4, conservation scientists. 5, marine biologists. 6, urban planners. 7, environmental engineers. And 8 will be our glossary. Alrighty, let's go over to page 1, introduction. Do you love science? There are so many interesting things to learn, from weather to plants to stars and so much more. Do you know what we need? Our world needs big thinkers, compassionate hearts, and innovative minds that want to focus their energy on helping the planet. For now, you can just focus on creating, experimenting, playing, failing, building, succeeding, and researching. In a few years, when you're ready to think about careers, keep these science-focused jobs in mind. Like we already mentioned, our world needs you. Page 2, food scientists. First up, for possible careers, we have food scientists. Food scientists can specialize in many different fields. They can focus on the packaging side of things. This means they study how to keep food fresh when it is shipped to grocery stores. The packaging needs to be durable, but we don't want it to leave behind a ton of trash either. Food scientists can also specialize in how fruits and vegetables are grown to make sure it's safe for humans to eat. In this area, they also want to figure out how to leave the soil healthy and full of nutrients after the produce is harvested. Scientists can help advise farmers on techniques that let them grow their crops without putting a lot of chemicals into the soil. Meteorologists. Meteorologists study and predict the weather and climate. They can have different jobs, from daily weather predictions to research in regards to the atmosphere. The atmosphere is the air that surrounds the Earth and acts like a big blanket. Meteorologists notice patterns in the weather that are caused by temperature changes in the water or the air. If meteorologists are able to accurately predict a strong storm or a drought, they can help people prepare in a manner that has as little loss as possible. A drought or a large hurricane could be devastating to people, so damage control is crucial. Page 4, conservation scientists. Conservation scientists are also referred to as foresters. They usually have degrees in biology and are trained to manage the natural resources in the forests. They focus on the forest ecosystem and study the plants and animals within it. They will take notes on how human activity impacts the forest by looking at the changes that have occurred. Conservation scientists may help companies plan the best way to clear land if it is needed, but they also work to create protected areas such as parks so that people can enjoy the green space. Marine biologists. Marine biologists study all kinds of life, big and small, in oceans and other bodies of salt water. By looking at very small animals like plankton, these scientists can get a good idea of how healthy the ocean is. If the ocean is out of balance, it can throw everything off on the planet. Marine biologists also study large ocean animals like sharks. Humans kill between 30 to 70 million sharks a year for sport or out of fear. Our oceans need these apex predators. Scientists have observed that when shark populations are down, large fish overpopulate and eat all of the small fish. When the small fish aren't around to eat the algae off of the coral reef, the reef is smothered. Marine biologists are incredibly important because their research gives us information that helps push people to take care of our oceans. 6. Urban planners. Urban planners use several different sciences in their profession, such as engineering and environmental science. Their goal is to help cities and smaller communities create long-range plans for where they put buildings, parks, neighborhoods, bridges, and roads. If there is no plan, then communities can grow too quickly, which can cause a lot of traffic and overcrowding. The long-term consequence of a bad plan usually means a lot of pollution or damage to our natural resources like rivers and beaches. Not only do urban planners need to be great scientists, but they also need to have compassion toward the earth and people. Environmental engineers. An engineer uses science and math to solve problems. An environmental engineer works to solve problems concerning our earth. Specifically, they work on waste removal, recycling, and pollution control for water and air. An environmental engineer might be called in to help come up with a better system for treating wastewater. They also work with factories to reduce hazardous gases that are being put out into the air. One last example, they can give advice on the best way to dispose of our garbage and all things related to landfills. Think of environmental engineers as superheroes battling the powers of pollution. Here on our last page, we have our glossary, my friends. You know that is where we find our vocabulary words and the definitions. The first one was found on page 5. It is apex predators. That's actually 2 words. Animals at the top of the food chain, like sharks. Page 6, consequence. The result of an action. You guys have probably heard the word consequence before. On page 3, we found the word crucial, which means very important. On page 7, we saw the word dispose, which means to get rid of or throw away. Also on page 7, we found the word hazardous, which means poisonous or dangerous. On page 5, we saw the word overpopulate, which means too many people or buildings in one area. Great job, my friends. Thank you for listening to this story. We're going to be using facts and details from this story to help us in our directed drawing. So make sure you have listened to this before we do our directed drawing on Zoom today.